Come on closer, baby, let the lights go out. Yeah. We fall and then we rise. No, my alibis, I wanna hide now. Yeah. Fall into the fire, baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, hey. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Your love, your love. Your love, your love. Walk a straight line, how many fingers? An ecstasy, fragrance lingers, yeah. And those endless conversations, and you feel it floating now. I finally got you, and I'll follow you into the fire. Baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, yeah. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Your love, your love. Your love, your love. Hold me up, cause you never wanna drop me, not me. Got the key, dancing to unlock me. Side to side, your big fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing gonna stop me. You're talking to get you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. You should say what you say. Oh, come on, get it on my own. Come on, get it on. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Show you, let me show you your love, your love.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day
From the latest scoop around town,
to feel-good stories and messages of hope,
a few jokes and live calling,
highlighting local businesses,
discussing hot trends and news stories.
a dash of feel-good nostalgia,
I love those morning cartoons,
keeping up with upcoming events,
sometimes trying and delicious foods,
weekly horoscope updates,
an occasional flying duck.
some sparkle dust,
Don't forget my bell,
and my wand.
with our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow, comment live, or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm hoping
Morning, morning, morning.
that you can hear me because we are on the automated system.
Flying a plane.
And I don't know if you can hear me. I have to put on my...
Put on your ears?
My
But you put on
ears.
your glasses.
I have to put on my glasses to look for my ears.
Morning, morning, morning to you. Wow, it's Thursday again already. The Thursday before New Year's, our last Thursday of 2023. I think it's the time to do some reflection. New ideas for 2024 going forward.
Reflection or reflection?
Based on what I ate over Christmas, it was reflection a whole lot, is all I can tell you.
Is that like a new word? What does that mean?
Reflection.
Yeah.
You know when you get heartburn?
Yeah, that's
Reflection.
reflux.
Exactly. So that was that was what I
So
did.
you made that
wrong.
word an adjective?
No, you just did.
Oh, no, you did. You
I
said
said
it.
reflection.
Oh, you said reflection. I said, what the hell is reflection?
Maybe that's from eating so much. You know, you think you're not eating so much, and then yet you realize you're eating so much. More than you normally do. Because you're thinking, oh, just a bite of this. They had Kringle, and they had walnuts, and hazelnuts, and all these kinds of things. When was the last time you actually, check this out, used a nutcracker?
Yesterday.
A real nutcracker?
Yeah.
I hadn't used a nutcracker since I was growing up. And then Grandma brought all these nuts, bags of nuts, and of course you needed to break out a nutcracker. I hadn't even seen one or thought of one in so long because we've simplified life so much and it's so easy now that everything is just pre-cut, pre-diced, pre-everything. I'm a big fan of it, but I'm like, wow.
You know, they sell the nuts empty. Oh, and by the way, yes, Gio, this is
These are our producers of the day. Welcome, everybody. PM Media production team is hard at work, as you can see.
as you can see, the production team apparently has
Not to show up today.
has been caught between the raindrops.
There's one
Oh,
who got
that's
caught
right.
between the raindrops. Morning to you.
Good morning.
It's a little wet out there. I know. Everyone just drive carefully. So, nutcracker. My mom used to always have this silver. I mean, she had a picture of it. If ever, you know, it just looks like your fingers, and it's just like silver nutcracker.
They have the little wooden soldier.
That's the nutcracker.
And you raise his hat, and you put the nut in his mouth, and you crush it.
Is that a thing? I've seen them because that's the nutcracker for Christmas. But then they took out these old school nutcrackers. I can't think of like a better word than that's like a nutcracker, and they're just silver, and you just, you know. But then do you crack the almond? Do you crack the walnuts on the seam or against the seam?
I just put it in the mouth. I don't know.
No,
It's
you have to crack the nut first.
No, it's called a nutcracker because
Oh, is
You
that
can-
the kind of nutcracker you have? You put it in its mouth?
I've had 3 nutcrackers in my life.
Really?
Marriage 1, marriage 2, and then the little wooden soldier guy.
That was good, but I'm bummed.
But I'm bummed.
I have to tell you, you know, if everyone gets to this age in life and actually wrote a book or thought back on their life, you're like, what would it really be like? Would it be different? Would you change things? Would you change your life? Would you have changed anything you did?
Yeah, there's a lot of things I would change, but you know, I don't. That's too much information for the brain to digest. I came in and I look around to some of the things that we've accomplished, some of the people that we've met along the way, and I'm just ecstatic that we're able to do this. And friends, last night Lori did her show, which was really nice, and G-Man and Josh were running the board, and you know, you got to remember when I first started this, I was alone.
In a dark room, I remember that.
And I never went on the air. I was just trying to do productions and things of that nature. And I went from a room to this. And you just have to understand the journey. And I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. I wore that shirt yesterday because of it. And I'm very thankful more than anything else. I'm fortunate enough to have met you and to know the crew and to get things done that I always wanted to get done. Is there anything that I would change? Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. You know, I invested heavily in different calls that didn't work out. I get it. It's part of life. I can't take those back, but I would say 8 out of 10 times I picked something very cool that worked. This automated system, we tried it out, and it allows us to get started on time so that we don't eat up time, and as the crew members begin to come in and they're able to learn something new. And we're going to 5 cameras. I'm going to introduce 8 cameras in the studio to really confuse everybody.
I can't believe, here's one of these scratching head moments, that 3 years ago, 2 years ago, that camera broke.
Mm-hmm.
We never got it fixed. There was nothing wrong with it except the viewfinder.
Well, it's broken on the viewfinder.
But
so
it
I didn't want
works.
to use it. Yeah.
But the camera works. And they can figure it out. Does the viewfinder work at all?
I don't think so.
So it's just a matter of aiming and hoping.
Garcia manipulated it so it worked. You got to understand, everything had to wait till Garcia showed up, till Josh showed up, so that we can work with that
But if
machine.
we had this viable camera, so now, and we had all the wire, we had all the equipment here, it was just like a plug and play, and here we go.
Well, what people don't understand is that there are multiple levels of what we do in here. One of them is computers, and Josh happens to be very good with computers, and
True.
Garcia happens to be very good with cameras, and he's good with computers. And then you're blessed with Zach Shorty, who's an expert in computers, catches on very quickly as well. So it wasn't 3 years in the wait, it was 3 years letting it formulate. And now I know that they can handle it, so let's go to 8 cameras. Why not?
You're not going to be running around the studio with roller skates, changing sets and doing stuff.
But isn't that what we had set up last year to do, and we never did it?
Absolutely.
Because we didn't want to confuse the team. But now I'm ready to confuse the hell out of them.
Time to more to do.
Rev it up.
Rev it up and get going.
Everybody wants to be successful, and everybody wants to measure that next level and everything else. And the only way to do that is by taking a shot. And that's what we're about to do. But you got to understand something. I went from a cam to 8 cameras on a set. Really? And I'm going to tell you, life is great.
I know, when I met you, oh my gosh, when I met you, I can't believe you listened to me. That's the craziest thing. And who did I think I was to actually tell you what I wanted to do? That was crazier too. Who does that?
A lot
Who
of
just
people do that.
decides to
Josh
open their mouth and say what they want?
Josh gave me some advice about what he wanted to see, and I listened to him as well. I do listen. It just has a curve attached to it because there's a business side of what we do, and we have to be able to accomplish both sides, But the advice they give us is excellent. We had lunch with the crew yesterday.
I was going to talk about that because I was watching, I sit and watch a lot. I've got full-on conversations in my head, so I think I'm speaking, but yet nothing comes out of my mouth. But I'm watching because I have conversations with myself, asked and answered, and I'm watching C-Squared do a whole lot of talking and sharing.
Well, she does that a lot.
And Nikki was, I think, second in line of talking and sharing. G-Man third, and then you and Josh sat there. And I thought you guys were upset, but I realized you were both in this thinking contemplation mode. And I know more of where you're going. Josh, no clue. That's why I asked you, Josh. What were you thinking?
No, I was just in, the thoughtful trance, if you want to call it. That's just where I was. Because obviously, it was just a question I asked. How can I do better?
I think that the dimension of what Josh brings to the table has allowed us to go to another level. And I think that one self-measurement can't be seen until the journey is completed and the book is written. So it isn't about being better, Josh. It's just you being you. And we learn a little bit more about the capabilities of what Josh can do. And if he can't do it, he figures it out, AKA that screen. We have a dual screen now in Studio B.
I'm never going to change who I am. I just always wish I had that spine. That's all.
But you do. You're a perfectionist. It's funny. I asked him to put a piece of artwork in the lobby yesterday. And one nail was higher than the other. So I already know to tell him that it's crooked isn't going to work. So I said, well, you come down, you take a look at it. You're a perfectionist, and you tell me if you like. He went up there 3 times to change it.
I gotta tell you, I wasn't gone very long, but by the time I was, in the 30 minutes I was gone, new artwork left, new artwork was hung, and the ladder was put back in place. You guys were like rocking and rolling yesterday.
Well, it's funny because G-Man says to me, the lobby has to be our calling card. And I looked at him twice. I did a double take. I said, really? He says, yes. It's the first thing they see when they come in here. It has to be perfect. So that's when I figured, like Josh, figure out, because we like color, especially in the lobby. We like it as an introductory
I've
piece.
never met anyone that quite does color like I do in my head until I met you, because most people think I'm a little
No, you're a lot.
colorful,
You're a lot.
and and then you come along and you take my colorfulness to a whole nother level, and you hang things crooked and sideways and backwards and forwards, and you don't even think twice about my colorfulness, but yet there you are.
Well, I don't always try to hang it crooked. It just
Oh, you
like
did.
those
Do you
two
remember in
pieces.
Studio A that
well,
time?
that was on purpose.
What was it? You hung a piece totally crooked, Josh. He totally nailed it sideways. And people would have to come in and look at it, and they said, do you know it's crooked? And he said, why do you think it's crooked? And you would have this whole conversation with people,
But it worked.
but it was crooked.
I got their attention.
I would like to put a camera back in Studio A and get the board ops on it.
You can use the NDI every day if you want. You can use an NDI. There's a camera here. There's 2 cameras over there.
So, yeah, there are actually all these cameras sitting here that we use
There's
as props, but
cams.
they're actually working
You
cameras.
can put a cam on the table. Where do
Oh,
you
that's
want
a
the
good
cam?
idea. I wanted to get the board and the sound up board.
Josh knows there's a cam in here. You could take a cam from the back and put a cam up on the table, which is probably the more logical place to do it.
Yep, that was old school. Remember we used to do that back in iHeart?
Garcia says, don't do any camera work till I get there. I said, okay.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, so tonight we'll tell him, I want camera here, camera there, camera here, camera everywhere.
Because I think it'd be really cool to see the board like we used to back in the day and talk to them.
The funny thing is that you can't do this if you don't have the proper tools to get it done. And what I've learned this year is that Josh Garcia and G-Man gives us another wing that we have to grow into. So here
But
we
it's
go.
nice to be able to use the technology that we have. We hadn't used that other machine, that hub, in a long time.
Oh, that's because I still don't know how to use it. Josh, you understand how to use it?
Which one?
The hub,
hub?
that you switched yesterday. He relabeled everything.
Yeah, I think I know how to do it now.
I couldn't even find it. I said, there's too much stuff on this board.
Well, we got some horoscopes to read. I know we got a commercial break coming up soon,
You got about a minute and a half
but
left.
I don't have a
Gee.
countdown clock yet to see it.
That's the other thing I'm going to work on. I'm going to get a mini countdown clock for underneath the TV screen.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we'll know exactly how much time.
Which would be good. And
Gio says to
yeah.
me, well, you can't synchronize this. Says anything can be synchronized. So I asked G-Man to hang the clock up in the lobby, in the studio, in the big studio.
And he goes, it's not working. So you set the time.
He set
and
the
then he
time 1
reset
hour
it.
behind.
It's like, maybe he doesn't know how to. You know,
Isn't
I
that
think
tell
that's
time?
a millennial thing. I'm not quite sure they know how to use an analog clock.
What?
Yeah, I think it is.
He doesn't know the difference between 6 o'clock and 5 o'clock?
Because he set it in the middle, and it was like 3:52. And I think he must have set it at 2:52, thinking it was approaching the 3 o'clock hour. So the
I
minutes
can't
were right.
believe you're even giving that as an excuse.
But I remember there was somebody else, I think it was when we had to move the hands back in the fall, when we had to, what did you fall ahead, spring back? Spring ahead, fall back, whatever it was.
You're hilarious.
And they knew they had to move. Are you okay? They had to
Yeah.
move the hour hand back, and one of
Yeah.
our crew didn't know how to do that.
You're hilarious.
True.
He
Spring
did-
ahead, fall back. So we
He
had to
made it
set
5
everything
o'clock when it
backwards.
was 6. That's all I got to
It's
say.
because I don't think they know how to do analog hands. It's the millennial generation. They do digital clocks.
I got some
More to come.
millennial stuff for you when
We'll be
we
right
come
back.
back.
What can I tell you?
What can I tell you?
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, Tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. No, I'm not. You are cheap. Well, maybe I am. If you're buying a diamond ring for your wife, it's not cool to be cheap. If you're buying airline tickets, oh, it's very cool to be cheap and called Trip Amigo, where you can fly anywhere in the world and save up to 75% on over 500 airlines and 300,000 hotels. Plus, rental cars and vacation packages. Visit family, friends, or go on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation. Go ahead, be cheap. We have special fares we're not allowed to publish. When you book your airline reservations with Trip Amigo, you'll spend your travel money when you get there, not by getting there. Call Trip Amigo now and mention the travel code AMIGO and save even more. Call Trip Amigo now.
701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. 701-581-9604. That's 701-581-9604.
Donna, what'd you call me here for?
I just want you to tell me why. You know, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? Just tell me why.
been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Is that the blank?
Yeah.
All right, we got to do something about
I
that.
gotta tell you, it's getting cold outside.
No.
I feel like it's Christmas.
It is going to be 48 degrees on Saturday,
Yeah.
47 degrees on Sunday.
I'm gonna be taking up my heavy coat. At least I've
Why?
got all my clothes here. I can maybe dress.
I'm going to wear my
appropriately.
Russian hat with my bathrobe.
What are you doing for New Year's? You got plans?
No, I think I'm going to stay home.
Yeah.
I asked Linda if she wanted to go up to see JoJo, or she wanted this, wanted that. And she said, no, I think we should stay home. It's not safe. Makes no difference.
How about you, Josh? What are your plans?
For
New Year's? Anything?
Oh yeah, actually, Nikki and I are gonna go up to Orlando.
Oh no, oh, that's awesome.
We're gonna go up Saturday. We're gonna do Disney Springs, not Springs, downtown Disney.
Nice.
All night Saturday. Sunday, we're gonna meet some of her friends, high school friends. Supposedly there's gonna be a party Sunday night, but we're gonna go to Avalon Park for
Oh, my
New
brother
Year's.
lives there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go there. I guess they're gonna have like a big celebration.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother lives there. It'll
Are you
be
going
nice.
out to see it?
No.
What are you
I
doing?
can introduce Josh to my brother.
Ah.
What am I doing? I don't know. I might go to my sister's.
Oh, that's fun.
She invited us.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking
Wanna
about
come?
it, I do. Now that I'm thinking about it, Josh, your friend, what's his face? The guy that comes in here, the single guy.
Okay.
How old is he?
Single guy? Pick
Is
one.
it the big buff one?
Yeah.
He's 23.
And the other one?
23. They're all my age. We graduated together.
I thought you were 26.
I'm 24. Damn.
I think he was 26.
You know, we missed Antonio's birthday last week.
It was Wednesday.
He wasn't here.
Yeah, but he's not here. How can I
He was
celebrate
here
if
on
he's not
Thursday,
here?
and then I guess we sort of got. I realized over the weekend that we totally missed his birthday.
G-Man's is the 9th?
19th.
18th?
And then someone else who was. Oh, and Chelsea's is C Square's the 26th.
So we got 19, 26, and Antonia's backdrop. I
Yep.
had to do something for him.
What's gonna happen next week when Josh isn't here?
We'll figure it out.
Okay. See that?
We just got to make sure that blank is taken care of. and then if he shows me how to change the songs, we'll be good to go on the morning show. The afternoon show, what can I tell you? You know, I could control the board from
your
the
computer,
from the stage.
like we
Yeah, I
used to
just
do.
can't control the sound, but I can mute the sound. I can control the sound. Just leave everything open.
It'll be fun.
Or it'll be old school. I missed the button. Listen. Oh, and by the way, yes. We ordered a phone. It will be here next week for this studio, so you will be able to call in. That was my bad. I thought I could bring that phone from there to here and back and forth, but it's too much work. So we ordered a new phone. It'll be the same number, 888-9. What is it?
994-4995 Studio B.
B.
But in the meantime, you can call us on our cell phones, and well, I'd be more than happy to bring you over on the show.
And just Gio, if you're watching, your coworker can become
Part of our
a producer
audience
for
here.
the morning show.
All right, want to hear horoscopes for the week since we didn't do them?
I don't know if I want to. Is this like for the new year?
On Tuesday evening, a full moon in Cancer shines light on your feelings you've been avoiding. Yes. So who should we start with? Virgo?
Josh. Horoscopes of the day. Look.
All right, horoscopes of the day.
Horoscopes.
This is brought to you by The Cut. Your weekly horoscopes by Madame Clairvoyant, December 24th through the 30th. Our horoscopes of the week. All right, Virgo. Even when your social life is full, you can still be lonely. A packed calendar is no guarantee of meaningful connection, and spending time with people who don't get you can be more isolating than being alone.
Whose is this?
Josh.
This is depressing.
But this week, you're well positioned to dispel your loneliness. Maybe you'll meet someone new to click with, or you'll come to a deeper understanding of an old friend. That's better. Maybe a brief chance encounter will remind you you're not alone. Whatever happens, you'll feel connected to the world around you again, like you finally landed in the right place. That's good.
I like being alone though. I like my loneliness. But no, I understand it because I've been having some trouble times with my old friends.
Really?
Yeah. Like not my old friends, but like the friends I've been like I feel like are brothers to me since like kindergarten kind of thing.
What kind of problems?
They're just not my people anymore.
Oh, I remember that.
Outgrowing people?
Outgrowing, yes.
Yes, you moved on.
Oh my God.
Because you went from this to this.
No,
The year that you've been here.
Oh, yes, but these people are they're children. Oh my God.
It's interesting, right?
I don't know if that's an influence of his present situation with dating Nikki or his present situation here or just him growing. Now, he's studying for his master's, which
Or a
is...
combination of growing.
I mean, you know, his entire... You know, I was listening to Gio when I was in Tampa, and he was having a conversation among themselves, just like I listened to them, if they're not talking about anime. And they have grown leaps and bounds. And do you remember when you went to get your master's and whatever little friends you had, you sort of left them behind in the rearview mirror?
Not then. It was when I started working with you that my whole circle of friends changed, which is why I wanted to do that segment.
I don't know if that took a slap in the back or what the hell is that? Is that a compliment?
It was a compliment because I went back to work and most of my friends didn't. So there was a whole lot of resentment that I wasn't doing what I was doing, and why did I go back to work, and why was I not available for lunches anymore, or to hang out and go shopping, and that. So my circle of friends went zoop.
Well, you know, the question that you guys asked at lunch yesterday, there's your answer about the new producers that come along. They still haven't let go of that.
What Josh just said? The old friends?
They're still stuck in that twilight zone. They haven't matured. And they won't leave that life.
You know, the Girl Scout motto is make new friends, but keep the old. Some are silver and the other gold.
Yeah, well, the problem is that not all gold is yellow or whatever it is. Not all that
glitters is gold?
Yeah.
How do I even know that's what you're thinking?
But the bottom line here is that what Josh has said is right on point. And as you mature and your maturity takes different leaps and bounds, you know, it's not the same thing as going to go get a paycheck from the man as it is to make your own paycheck, pay the bills, and be the man.
But you know what's interesting? I bet they all have their opinions about what you're doing.
Yeah, the one that I really like that I still talk to, he's actually a graphic designer. We're trying to be a graphic designer. So him and I have been very close recently, especially he's gotten me into that animation that you talk about.
Well, I get a whole lot of shoulds. You should do this. You should do this. I don't like when people tell me I shoulds. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
You know, the one lesson that I really wish everybody would learn is that you're more than an animator. You're more than an artist. You're more than a host. You know, you run a business. And if you were really to sit down and analyze all the things that you do to comprise to running it, you would understand that you're more than. You're more than, a lot more than. And Josh is more than just a graphic designer. He's more than just somebody there who turns cameras on and off and designs and all that. There's a whole lot more makeup with Josh. And as soon as he begins to realize it, he's going to have to get new friends, which is what happened to me.
He's made a lot of friends here,
oh, yeah.
Which I think is what's so great, because people that work here, they're all on the same page, same field.
Well, that's yes and no.
Our core group they're all striving for the same thing.
Yeah, I'll give you because I can probably match the wavelength of people here more than my buddies, because I can give you an example. One of my buddies is working for an investment firm, and he went to school and he got his master's just to learn how to make money.
Wow.
That's not really what.
You mean print money or make money?
No, be an investment firm, like helping businesses put money into the right stocks and all that.
Yeah.
That's just not my thing.
Yeah, I learned that when I was at John Hancock, how to invest not only in monies but to invest in people, and it really changed my whole life on sales. You know, you always say, "Oh, you take a long time." It's because I'm looking at the nugget. I got to get there. I got to get them there before I get there. But it works. It just takes a little time.
Because you're very patient.
It's not patience. It's just strategy. So
All right. Want to hear your horoscope?
I don't know. After all that, I don't know if I want to hear my horoscope. That was really not very...
Well, but he can relate to it, which I found really interesting.
He can?
All right. Pisces weekly horoscope.
Oh, God.
You pay attention, which means you're constantly picking up new information, ideas, and stories. You just said that. You hardly have to work at it. You simply follow your natural curiosity. This week, though, you'll benefit from taking a more intentional approach to learning. What subjects do you want to know more about? What skills do you want to develop? Remember that you don't have to wait around for the universe to send you down any one path. You can forge your own.
It's an interesting piece.
How you like that?
It's
These are
interesting.
pretty good. I looked for a lot of them. I seem to like this one a lot for the weekly ones. Because you can kind of relate to them. Make sense to you? So, what path do you want to forge? We talked about that yesterday, what you want to do next.
I've always said every year since I met you for 8 years, I want to be on TV. I want to be on TV. I want to do something on real television. And that hasn't changed. But the definition of what television means has changed. Like if we get involved with the pickleball and we end up doing, the plan is for us to go out and become announcers on the pickleball circuit and having cameras on the circuit like they do at Wimbledon or they do at up in New York, like the tennis matches and stuff, with interviews and all that good stuff going along as well. That's what I want to do. I want to be a network that brings that kind of content together and see who wants it.
You know, all these new TVs, these smart TVs, you don't need regular TV anymore. Everything is streaming, depending on what platform. When we were at the Airbnb, they had all these smart Roku TVs.
Correct.
And the channels are totally different on Roku than they were on, I guess, the Amazon Fire Stick TVs.
And what they've discovered is because we stream, even our product becomes a desired piece if it's funny and it's informative and everything else, because you can't make that stuff up. You can't write a script to do what we do.
That's true.
But it's true. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes
But TV's changed. Everything's changed.
Everything's
Everything has changed. When you look back and even think about it, when I met you, we weren't even streaming on Facebook. We were streaming only on the AMP website, which I couldn't find half the time. And then it all changed.
Thank you for that compliment. That's two.
I had to find another way to find our shows because I couldn't find it on the website.
But the point is that 19, 18, 20 years ago, we talked about something that wasn't created.
I know.
And here we sit, and now everybody's doing it. It's the hottest thing out there, and everybody's looking for the content to fill. I mean, can you imagine talking to Josh 20 years ago? Well, he would have been 3. But talking to Josh as a 23-year-old and explaining what we did, I couldn't even explain it.
I know.
Because there was no, look, we do it the way they do it, because nobody was doing it. And even Facebook was doing it.
True.
It makes me laugh.
Right? All right. Aries, shall we read mine?
We shall.
Who else? If you want us to read your horoscope, give us a call. It can be difficult for you to be gentle with yourself. Maybe you're worried it would be self-indulgent. Maybe all your caring energy is directed towards others. Or you're simply too busy rushing around to slow down and tend to your needs. This week is important that you go easy on yourself. Your challenge isn't to be strong or to achieve more. You're already doing fine on both fronts. Instead, make a point of getting the rest, affirmation, or human connection you need. See? They're always right, these horoscopes. That's just craziness. Right? You can't even, you got nothing to say.
Oh, they have pigeons in here.
Can you even believe that?
It has nothing to do with what I believe. Do you believe that?
It's amazing to me that all my Aries cohorts are going through what I'm going through right now. I know, it's pretty unbelievable. Last night was a full moon was Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Anyone go out and see it?
Yes.
I flew home with it. It was beautiful.
Did you crash into it?
No, actually, I can show you the pictures. It was just lovely. Palm Beach Airport, by the way, is still on delays for 2 days now, going into a 3rd day of delays.
And if you're flying north, New York and that area up there, Michigan up there, Canada, big snowstorm coming in. They're going to get a lot of snow. Weather delays are expected. Just letting you know.
I thought flying the day after Christmas was crazy, but apparently this whole week is bad on travel. And if going into New Year's and all the other things.
It's going to be calm weather over in New Year's Eve in New York. But it's going to be cold. And we're getting some cold. Saturday? When is New Year? Sunday?
Sunday night is New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
It's going to be like in the 40s, right?
47.
What are they expecting? Like 10,000 people in Times Square? Maybe more?
Maybe more.
Can you imagine?
Maybe more than 10,000.
Ever do that?
I did it once. I never do it again.
Ever have? I'm asking Josh. Any intention of wanting to do that?
No, my mom really wants to do New Year's, the drop one day. But I told her just leave me home. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, if your mom is gonna go, you should go. You need as many bodyguards as you can. It's just so wild. And the problem is the drinking and the drugging that goes on at these things.
I don't know. I just don't. I'm still a little bit COVID phobic of being around 10,000 people.
That's not what bothered me. First of all, the subways were open. Everything was free. I wore my shield because I didn't want nobody messing with me. And so I was okay. And then some friends went along, and Kobe and I chaperoned, make sure everybody was okay. But you know what? It's just not worth it.
It looks so good on TV, right? Did you see Kelly Clarkson when she did the tree lighting ceremony?
No.
Did you see her, Josh? I didn't even recognize her.
She's lost a lot of weight?
So much weight.
Yeah.
She's tiny.
She's
probably about my height.
What I did see was all the famous people we lost this year, and the Smothers Brothers, we lost one of them
I want to ask you about that. I don't. I remember their name. I don't remember their message. But apparently, it was a powerful message back in the '60s. And what I was watching this morning, they allegedly say that President Nixon is the one that got them off the air on the Smothers Brothers show.
They were too antisocial. They used to fight against the war and everything.
I didn't remember their message. I didn't know. I just knew of them.
My brother used to put it on because he thought they were hilarious, and they had this farmer bit. That's what I remember more than anything else. And it was like anything else. They had comedians on there, and it wasn't a hit, but it was a hit, if that makes sense.
Well, everybody knows them, right? It's their legacy. Their legacy lives on for sure. And their show was I shouldn't say only because they had it for a year, was on for a year. And they claim that it was, the politics of our country at the time that took them off the air. I guess they were, anti-establishment at the time?
Well, the war was going on, and there was people that didn't agree with Vietnam, and the protests weren't like they are today, and they took a shot at it, and and got them taken off the air.
But think how amazing it is. Back in the 60s, 70s, that people fought and protested for what they believed, and the whole 70s generation, whatever it is, Woodstock and hair and free to be you and me and loving everything, and women had rights, started getting women's rights, and
they started burning bras.
Now they're saying that women in this country, in the world, have brought more financial growth to the United States than men. Barbie, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift.
But it's
amazing, right?
It's always been that way.
And then women in the workforce, no, women didn't always contribute financially to the economy like they do now. Now it's acceptable to do it.
Because it's been acknowledged.
More to come.
We'll be right back.
The easiest way to sell your home is to call the number on your screen right now. We'll buy any home in any condition. And the more it's worth, the more you can get. Plus, no real estate fees or commissions means more money in your pocket. And no fix-up costs either. Sell any home in any condition, sometimes within days. Sell your home fast. Call right now for absolutely free information. Don't call a plumber. Don't call an electrician. Call right now, and for as low as $1 a day, many things that run your house are covered with thousands of technicians all over America. You can call us with a plumbing problem, an electrical problem, and we'll be in your home in no time at all with a solution to fix it. You don't need an expensive repair bill, and you don't need to buy new expensive appliances. We'll show you how to fix it for about $1 a day.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
Nobody likes to prick their fingers. If you are a diabetic using insulin like many of us, the worst part of your day is sticking your fingers to draw blood. Now you don't have to do it anymore. You can get a new continuous glucose monitor. As long as you check your blood sugar and inject insulin, it may be covered by your insurance. Call us and we'll let you know if you are covered, and send one at little or no cost to you with free shipping. Stop freaking your fingers. Call right now for your new continuous glucose monitor.
Introducing the Price is Right Home Sweepstakes. You could win the same kind of cash and prizes you see on the TV show. Just call this number right now. And when you call, ask about these amazing offers from our sponsors. Low Cost Airlines offers fares too low to advertise that you can't find anywhere else. You can save hundreds on your next flight with Low Cost Airlines. US Med is your one-stop resource for diabetic supplies. And if you have Medicare, you could get them at little to no out-of-pocket cost. US Med. MedGuard Alert's unique medical technology provides immediate help to seniors with the touch of one button. And you could get your device for free. MedGuard Alert. The United Breast Cancer Foundation can use the donation of your old car, truck, or van to help those fighting breast cancer. Pickup is free and you'll get a tax exemption. Call now to enter the Price is Right Home Sweepstakes. Win thousands in cash and prizes and learn more about these great offers.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Good morning to Denise. How are you, Denise? Gypsy Soul, baby.
For joining us today on our midday show. I love it when people come into their own. Like they start a new show or a segment with us, and then you actually see the change, and they see the change, and they make life changes. So it's more than just a show and bringing people on, interviewing. It's what it does for her soul, her gypsy soul, which is absolutely amazing.
Which now has touched my gypsy soul.
I think she's touched a lot of people to watch her growth.
High
and how
energy.
much she's put into
True.
it.
True, high energy.
Right? She had a dream, and she brings it forward. She brings it to fruition every single month.
Goes to show you that if you really want to do something, just put your mind to it and get it done. Lori had a nice show last night.
Nice job.
We met some people last night that were on her show that were at the Beasleys at WNN many, many moons ago.
Allegiance Home Healthcare.
I was going back a ways.
Oh, we got to work on that post for that for tonight.
Yeah, we have to add to that piece.
And Lori's birthday is on Christmas Eve.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Lori from last night?
Lori from last night.
Really?
So I said happy birthday. So I've got a new idea for a segment. Probably for the midday show or women, I want to say 60 and above. But I might have to have like a standard deviation of like a plus or minus 2 or 3 on either side of it. You know what that means? Like the bell curve. Because I think as you approach your 60s and then hit 60, different milestones. Like when I approached 50, I can't believe I met you when I was 48. That's how long I've known you.
Really? That's scary.
I know, I've known you a long time.
How old are you?
A lot older than 48. But as I was in my late 40s, approaching 50, how things were changing in my life and the people in our demographic group. But now, obviously, as I've aged, everyone's aged at this accordingly. And what 60 looks like for women in business and what 60 looks like personally and professionally, I'd like to embrace that in 2024 and kind of ask people, did they ever think they'd be where they are today? Did they know it was coming? Would they change anything? Would they do anything different? And what's their advice going forward?
So we'll call it 60 plus or minus 5. That way you get 55s to 65s in that cluster.
What do you think about that idea?
I love it. I think it'd be an interesting aspect to get people's opinions of talking about something that probably scares them more than anything else.
You know, Lori inspired me because she hit 60 Christmas Eve, and I know she's been in this new job for about 3 years. So again, late 50s.
But you have a few
moving and
years
changing.
before you even hit the 60.
I didn't necessarily say it was about me, but there are a lot of women
You said
that
inspired you.
have inspired me to come up with this idea. So Lori was one. I think Allison, who we've been connecting with from Relevant Communications, she's another one. Amy Rashevsky's
Did we let that
70.
secret out, by the way?
No, not yet.
We
Amy
can't?
is in her 70s.
Why no kind of
Because I don't have confirmation on when or where, and
Just a confirmation of discussion.
it's just confirmation of
I
discussion.
want to hold your hand. I'm not going to say
You
anything
would
about
be,
it.
when you got married, when you
I
got
wanna
engaged,
hold
how long
your
did you hold that
hand.
engagement ring for?
27 seconds.
I think so. Josh, are you good at keeping secrets?
I'm decent, yeah.
I want to
Were you able to keep Nikki's gifts kind of low key?
Oh yeah. No, I mean I had to give her some like early presents, I guess, to like I don't know. I couldn't hold everything. I had to give her one or two beforehand.
It's very funny. But no,
You're good at
keep it.
keeping secrets. You see, I used to walk around with gifts. Like if I bought Michelle a piece of jewelry, I used to wear it on a chain. Out in the open was the best hidden secret place.
No, I can keep a secret, and I've learned. There's a variety of spiritual reasons I don't say things, but I don't
You keep a secret? That must.
until it comes
Well,
to
how
fruition.
tall are you? 5 feet? That must
Yeah.
be a lot of weight on your shortness.
Welcome to my world, is all I can tell you. But that's what I'm thinking about as a new segment for 2024.
I love the way you segue, so I don't say, I want to hold your hand.
So you like that idea?
Which one? The one, the guy coming?
Well, no.
I'm very
And
excited about
life
that.
lessons. We can call it life lessons.
Very excited about that.
All right. So what would your life lesson be about that? That to me is like a huge pinch me moment. By the
Well,
way.
there is a ticket in the lobby of our building.
Talk about
that-
manifestation.
Well, that's all I got to say. I got to tell you something. If you're from my era, if this actually comes to fruition, it'll probably be one of those bucket list moments. You know, Muhammad Ali died before I got to meet him, but we met his wife. And we got to do our first roast show at the boxing ring with her. And if I had met him, you have no idea of what that would have meant to me. But he died. It wasn't that he wasn't willing to come. He just got sick and died on us. But this happens, gonna be a lot of tears in the studio. This is my brother living all over again. Big news.
Right?
Big news. I would probably have to take the crew out and let the world know it's happening.
I know, because you can't keep anything quiet.
I don't want to keep it quiet.
No, this is a big one. So those are my thoughts for 2024. And I can't believe I wasn't even 50 when I met you, and how much my life changed in those 40s, 50s, and now as I'm going back up the hill again, however roller coaster is on age. Moving
Did I
into
meet
close
you
to 60s.
when you were 48, or did I meet you when you were 44?
44. I started working with you when I was 48.
You denied me 44, 45, 46, 47. You finally, because of someone else, not because of me,
I
because
know.
of someone
And
else.
the funny thing is, I thought I was too old to make a career change then. I thought I was too old to actually have anything new in my life, and this was the rest of my life. At 44, 48, and now as I, on the other side of 55 and can't approach 60, I'm still on the other side of 55. But there's a lot of life left. We got to live it.
I don't know why you approach anything in life with a number. 2 wives. It's just a number. Maybe
2
3,
wives.
4, 5
you could have
wives.
3 wives,
Maybe
4
7,
wives, 4
8.
wives. And then look at Sally, right? She just had another big milestone birthday.
How old is Sally?
She's a few more generations above us.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sally just turned 80.
Really? Wow.
I know.
I didn't know that.
So you know how People Magazine does all these like great I don't want to say generation, but every decade, we could do like a 60s, 70s, 80s, like the greatest of the decades in the studio. That'd be kind of cool.
We should make like a wall of fame of our leaders. I didn't know she was that age. I'm shocked. Oh, that's a whole new definition now.
Right?
I thought Sally was in her 60s.
So I feel like all these empowered people that we see, I'd say men too, but we don't have a whole lot of men that come through here and are consistent. Before we've got Frank.
How old is Frank?
In his 70s.
Really? Wow. I'm shocked. These ages you're throwing at me.
Well, he and Chris have been married 53 years, I want to say, maybe more.
God bless.
Right, so he'll be in tonight with Richard to do their show, Richard Sosa on the Artist Loft. So a lot of great things to be grateful and thankful for.
Yes, it's a lot of things that I guess you built up to and you always wanted to celebrate, and now you have the courage to do that. And there's a lot of mixed emotions that goes with that. You know, there's a lot of things that you have to forgive people about. You got to forgive yourself about.
It's
Life is
forgiving
not perfect.
yourself, yeah.
Life isn't perfect. Things happen. You know, changes happen. Just keep going and learning. That's what I like about
Forgiveness?
what is it that that movie taught me?
Forgiveness. What was that song from? Best Friends or Friends with Benefits or something? Josh?
Which one?
The song Forgiveness. It's hard to say I'm sorry, and oh my gosh, it's like an old movie. I think it was called Friends with Benefits.
I don't know what the hell you're talking
The
about.
kids used to watch it all the time. Every time someone says forgiveness, I think about it's hard to say I'm sorry. It is, but then you got to mean it, and then you
There's
got
a
to try
song.
not to do it again.
There's a song, Hard to Say I'm Sorry.
That's the other thing is if you forgive and you forgive yourself, which is just as important as forgiving others, and you say you're sorry to yourself. You always talk about the mirror and you're sorry to other people, but not to do it again. And that's the thing that's the hardest because people will say they're sorry, and then they do it again. And you think they're not going to hurt you again, and then they can hurt you again. Just saying.
Well, the secret to giving people a second chance is to find the courage to do it and to have the strength to accept it. And that's the two hardest things in life to do, and to give people a second chance. Because with that goes the apology.
You ready to wrap this up?
I don't know.
I think it's time to say
It's time to
Happy
say-
Thursday, Batman.
We're counting down, gearing up. We have one more morning show.
That was a sad gear up. Yes, tomorrow, and let's do a whole New Year celebration here. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe. We'll see you midday. Stay dry.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.